Hey guys, my name's Josh. I'm a service technician here at RV Land, and I'm here to show you how this Class A motorhome works that you've rented through American Dream Vacations in Kyle, Texas. The propane is going to be right behind the driver's seat. So if you are on one of those long camping trips and you do have to hook up to the propane, you're going to have to, everybody gets out of the vehicle, the propane valve over here gets shut off, and then you'll go to a propane fill station. They'll fill that up. You definitely want to find a propane fill station and make sure it's big enough to get this thing in before you head there. Right here, you're going to have your black and gray tank. So the tanks are going to be labeled up top, or the handles will be anyways for the tanks labeled up top. When you are hooked up at a campground, you can leave your gray tank valve open, but the black tank valve stays closed. Once it's time to dump the black, we'll open the black and shut the gray. We always want one valve isolated at a time, so only one open at a time, never both open continuously. Right here, this is where you're going to hook up your water hose. So this here is where you hook your water hose up when you get to your campground. You're just going to fish it through this little port right here, your water hose. On the left-hand side where it says Sant Flush or Sanitized Flush, that is your black tank flush. So it's going to be located right over here. Anytime that we're using the black tank flush, we're going to have to make sure that black tank valve we talked about earlier is in the open position so that water has somewhere to go. Do not ever close the valve while the black tank flush is hooked up, because you can cause some really nasty failures. This right here, when you're hooked up to your city water connection, depending on which way that this is located is how you're using it. So normally it will be in this position. However, if you want to fill your fresh tank up, say you're at a camp spot before you're going to go off-grid camping and run off the generator, or if it's nice weather, just use the batteries. What you'll do is you'll just rotate this over, and then that will fill your tank for you. If you don't want to fill your fresh tank through the city water connection, located right behind this door, you'll just open that door up and you're going to find a little cap. You'll twist that cap and unlock it, and then you're going to see a little port. You can stick your water hose in there and fill your onboard water tank up. Whenever water squirts back out at you, you know it's completely full. This is a gasoline only RV. It says right here, of course. However, whenever pulling up to the gas station, you're going to want to make sure that you pull up here. It's just right behind the rear driver tire, or the rear driver tires. And the generator is also going to be gasoline, so it's going to run off the same tank. This right here is your big old giant Cummins Onan generator. This is a gasoline generator. At any point in time that you find yourself having problems with the generator, either operating something or your generator is just like every time you turn on the ACs, it's not working, or say maybe even you started the generator and you don't see any electricity inside, come make sure these breakers are flipped in the on position. If you find that the switch inside doesn't work, you come out here and use this switch. So you hold it down for 10 seconds, let it prime up, and then you're going to hold down the start button until it turns over. This right here is going to be the furnace outlet. So at any point in time that you're using the propane furnace to stay warm when you're camping, if it's cold outside, make sure that you or your kids, nobody touches this, because it can potentially burn you. This is going to be your rear ladder. This rear ladder is rated at 225 pounds. So right behind this cover, you're going to find a outside television, as well as an outside radio and outside speakers. Propane quick connect right here. So if you have a little gas grill, gas griddle, something like that you want to hook up here, you can. Let's hop on in, guys. We're going to start the generator up real quick so we can turn the air conditioner on. So you're going to hold the stop button for about 10 seconds to prime it up. And then you're going to turn it to start. And if you need to turn this couch into a bed, you just hold this down right here. Pull this out. So this is a recliner / bed. You just run it back in just like so. Once it gets all the way up, we'll collapse this down and slide it back into its place. And there is going to be a small lip. You're going to have to pick it up and make it over in order to lock it into place. The leveling system on this RV requires for it to be started and running. So when you pull up to the campground, have everybody stay still. You're gonna push the emergency brake in like so. Turn this on and hit auto level. Located right here, you're gonna have your solar shade, which is your day shade, to drop it down like so. You're gonna have your night shade, and you can drop it down like so as well. You have a televator switch right here. So you just press the up button, and we'll raise your television up for you whenever you want to watch it. And then whenever you want to tuck it down and away, just drop it all the way back down. If you're hooked up to shore power, or if you're turning the generator on and you're not sure if you're getting electricity or not, just make sure that you see the microwave illuminated. If it's illuminated, it means you have power. If not, you probably don't have power. Okay. This is a convection microwave, so if you want to do a little bit of research, or right here, it kind of labels exactly how to operate it correctly. And give it a little sparky spark. In order to get this folded back down, you have to lift and pull so you do not damage the bracket system. This refrigerator right here, propane and electric, you got to select what you want. Auto means it's going to favor electric, but as soon as you unplug it from power or turn the generator off, it'll switch over to propane. If you just see the electric plug, that means it's electric only. So when you don't have electricity, it's not getting cold, or you can run it in propane only, whatever the choice is yours. And then the higher the number, the colder the fridge. This is equipped with Splendid washer and dryers. Right here, you're going to have your parameters set. You have low heat and high heat, of course, right here. And then you just turn the timer over and hold down the start button to start it up for you. As far as the washer goes, just like a washer at home, you open this up. You have a laundry detergent, water, or fabric softener, things of that nature. Select exactly what you're trying to achieve here. Temperature adjustments right here, and then speed for the spin cycle is located right here. Rear air conditioner controls the AC. There's no heat back here, so it only runs the air conditioner. You don't control the furnace here. You're going to control the furnace with the main air conditioner controls right there. This is the master control switch for the slide rooms to be able to get the slides in or out. You can lock the slides to get one of the slide rooms in and out is right here, and then the other two is going to be located right here. This is your one place. This is kind of where you start your generator, stop the generator, look at the meter, see how many hours are on it, if it's running, and then you have your water pump, electric water heater, gas water heater, and then you can also see the tank levels here, or you can see your battery levels here. This is going to be your energy management system. So you select this to select whatever you're on, whether it's 20 amp generator, 30 amp, or 50 amp service. And then this is what to show you is working. So the water heater's on right now, refrigerator's on, AC rear and AC front. This is going to be the thermostat that you can use to control the air conditioner in the front and also the furnace. And then right here is you're going to have your high and low fan speeds, and you're going to have your auto on and off right here. So you can either turn the fan on constantly circulation or auto. If you want to, there is a secondary water pump switch right here. And what that's for is if you're traveling down the road and need to use the restroom, you can walk back here, open the restroom door, sit down, use the toilet, and then turn the water pump on and either order to add water or to flush the toilet. Do make sure that you're giving your steps a chance to come out, because as soon as you open the door, they're not going to immediately be there unless you turn the steps off. Right here, you're going to have your auto level store. This is just for your basically, if you don't want to use the front board, I always recommend using the front board. Awning lights on and off, awning in and out. Remember, on an awning, when you're running it out, hold down the out button until you see the vinyl flap drop, and that's where you stop it. When running it back in, hold down the in button, because you can roll an awning up backwards. Thing about the awning is use your best judgment. So rule of thumb is if you think it's too windy for an awning, it's too windy for an awning, so don't take a chance with it. And then you're going to have your compartment lights for all your compartments outside right here. You can turn your step on or slide this back and rotate, and you can turn them off. Chassis battery. This is so if you need to start the engine and you're going to travel, you need this in the on position. If you want any of the lights inside the coach to work, so anything back here behind the driver and passenger seat, you're going to want to make sure that your coach batteries are in the on position. Thank you guys for watching this video with me, and I'll see you next time.